Hello! It is time once again to dive into the world of editing. Very exciting. Today is actually very exciting. I've worked a little bit more, of course, off stream, but not too much because, no, I didn't get that much further because I spent a little bit more time refining what I've already created. So, yeah, so there's not that much more new stuff, but the stuff that we've added on stream has been refined. Now, today is exciting because if you look at this is the last song that I've added. And now we're gonna get to the end of it, so we need a new one. And I think I want to add these clips first before, get to the end. Actually, let me listen to it and see what what it actually sounds like, so I know whether I need to adjust it, and maybe, also then if that affects the clips that I want to use, or if, this already looks good, and I also just need to find a new song to add behind this. Welcome Unconstant and Studio Broken. Hope you have a good day. Yeah, so let me listen to this thing real quick. I want to see what the vibe is and what I kind of want to... Yeah, I think I want to start with the music, because let me listen to it real quick.
Crucial to and more emphasis on these things right here. Line art is often crucial to define the structure of a character, since it's much easier to draw the contours of a nose, for example, than having to create perfect shadows for every frame. This is...
Yeah, so it doesn't have a good ending yet, but that kind of always depends on what kind of music I want to add. And since we are pretty close, I think I would like to spend actually, the beginning of this stream, I guess, on hopefully finding a song to add here. This can take a while, so I don't think it's going to take the whole time, but could take a while. So it might actually be better to stop with that. I don't know why I subscribed to you, but it's surely because of high quality content. Thank you. I don't know, maybe at some point some of that content can give you a reason. Okay, wait. Can you give you more reasons? There you go. Okay. But yeah, let's get into the music. So I guess we can just pull this up. There you go. Okay. So, first of all, for any of my songs that I'd like to choose, I need to find the feeling I want to convey. So last time we kind of edited this one a bit. No, the first day, on Monday, we kind of cut this together because I wanted to establish what kind of feeling this is supposed to convey. And since this is a new section in the video, I wanted to make it sound energetic and, give you new strength, give you new, I guess you could say, excitement for the next, bit. And that is kind of what this song did. Now I want to know what I'm talking about next, so I know that, what kind of feeling I want to convey here. Let me actually hide the visuals, because that's make sure that I can actually hear the song without lagging, and hear the voiceover. Okay, so yeah, this one's the step where I explain how I turned my 3D model, how I make it look 2D. And I think I first talk about the shader, and then I think I go into line art. But let's just listen to it.
The way to turn this into this is with this setup right here. It is a very basic cell shading shader setup, but with this setup you can only really determine the highlight and shadow colors. So to add the leather bits of his suit, I painted a quick texture. It basically allows me to choose different colors for the white and black areas. But this technique has one flaw, which is right here on the edges. If you get close enough, you can see the pixelation of the texture. I could just make the texture much bigger, but I actually found a better way to fix this issue. To understand what I did, we need to switch gears for a second and look at this right here. Anime puts less emphasis on physically correct shadows, which 3D is very good at, and more emphasis on these things right here. Line art is often crucial to define the structure of a character, since it's much easier to draw the contours of a nose, for example, than having to create perfect shadows for every frame. This is one of the biggest issues with trying to create a 2D style in 3D. It's hard to create a decent line art automatically, and even then it doesn't look that great. Something I did in my Berserk project was to add line art as
I think at this moment here where I talk about...
It's hard to create a
Nope, not this.
Automatically, and even then it doesn't look that great.
Oh no, I think I just keep talking about how what was it, the line art thingy? Hold on, let's just continue and see what I talk about, because that kind of determines what kind of music I want to use here. Probably either music that kind of makes it sound more like an, like informative, or yeah, I just want to know, what the vibe will be.
Great. Something I did in my Berserk project was to add line art as textures, but this only really works well from a certain distance. If you're too close to the character, the lines are way too thick, and if you're too far away, they almost disappear. I needed a technique that allows me to manually create these lines while also changing thickness depending on the distance. And these individual lines of geometry are...
Okay, so this is where I get back to why I switch back. So in this little moment here, I kind of said, hey, I have this technique, but before you can understand the technique, we need to talk about this thing right here. And I think for this little in-between bit, I want to have a song, and then I want to go back to the feeling I had before to, pick up the energetic energy again, to continue with how I've used that technique. Goes for every frame. This is one of the biggest issues with trying to create a 2D style in 3D. It's hard to create. So
now
I want to just see where I want to cut off the music and then cut to the new one. Although, let's see.
Decent line art automatically, and even then it doesn't look that great. Something I did in my Berserk project was to add line art as text.
Okay.
Of a character, since it's much easier to draw the contours of a nose, for example, than having to...
I think I actually want to do it here somewhere, where I start talking about contours, because that, that kind of makes sense to keep that all in one topic.
Good at, and more emphasis on these things right here.
And this, I think this works really well for the song, you can hear it here. Let me actually stop this. Welcome, Yakishki. That's probably the worst pronunciation once again. Welcome, Alex. Hope you have a good day. I want to probably end it here, because if you listen to the song, it has like this nice ending here, and then it only continues with the, I think, guitar or whatever.
Line art is often crucial to...
Yeah. So, if you only listen to the song, this is kind of a nice ending. And I think I can just make it an ending very easily by just doing this. And then make this a bit longer so it actually fades out. Oh, never mind. This is the one that fades out. This one right here. And before it cuts in again and continues playing, I can just, take a bit right here. Bam. Cut it off, and then right before it starts playing again, I can just end the music by making it completely quiet. And then we can add a little bit more reverb to make it, sound very, sound natural, because right now it just ends. That doesn't really sound that great. But if we can add a simple reverb on it, I have like a little preset here. This one might work. This one's okay. And then maybe add a little bit more decibels. Nope. yeah, see, and now we have this nice ending to this song and can transition to the next one, which will cover this bit right here, which isn't super long, and then goes over to back to the topic that I was talking about, the new way that I like to do 2D contours now. Usually, so since this is so short, how long is this actually? 511, 555. It's actually not that long, short. It just seems short, I guess. But in the grand scheme of things, it's actually not that short. I usually like to have a minimum playtime for music of 30 seconds. So if it's like 20 seconds, it can quickly, if you just watch the video, seem very abrupt that the music changes. And this one with 11 to 51 is actually not that short, so it's like 40 seconds. Yeah, so if it was shorter, I would probably use one song for this bit, and then the next bit would make sure that the quieter bits are in this area, and then once the song picks up, that is when, you know, the main topic, I talk about the main topic again. Welcome, Gres. Hope you have a good day. When is this video going to be out? It is, I want to, you know, finish it this week. So it's hopefully going to be out on Monday, or if I finish it earlier, then earlier. But probably on Monday. We'll see. There's, you know, so there's, you know, quite a bit more to do, but if I can spend some more time and really focus on it, I think I can get it done fairly quickly. So yeah, I think Monday is a good shout, or maybe a bit earlier, but that is no promises. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yes, let's go and find some music. So since this is a like informative bit, I want to have like something more maybe quiet and kind of, you know, sounding like you're making a discovery. And usually I like to also think about, like, usually I like to switch between genres in my videos, because, you know, that just makes the music also, like, I also like to add some variation every time into my videos. And here I have used, I think it's like a sort of, I think it's a pop song in this one. And I don't want to break, I think for this one here, since it is still kind of in the same topic, I don't want to break away from this feeling too much that the song gives you. I just want to make it a bit more, you know, I want to just kind of change the feeling a bit. So I'm not going to, I think I'm going to start actually looking in pop songs and see if I can find something interesting there. And if there's nothing there, then find a different genre, I guess, that could work here. But I think I'm going to start with that. Let me see. There you go. I guess we just go through everything. Usually I like to keep the genres pretty broad, because this way I can just go through more songs. Yeah, and then newest, because then I can find, you know, if you always sort by popular, you usually just find the, you know, the same ones, because they don't change that often. So I like to stick with newest. Yesterday, this live took a while. I think 1 or 2 or 3. You mean how long I've streamed? Yeah, I streamed yesterday. I think I streamed like 5 hours, or yeah, I think exactly 5. It said in the summary, which I don't know if that's true, but maybe that would have been the best accident. But yeah. This today, I think I'm gonna spend a little bit less time live, because I want to have a little bit more time really focused on, you know, this video, so I can make sure that I can finish it. But, you know, I can still stream for like 4 hours or so. Okay, let's see what we can find. So what I like to do to find music is I like to find, so yeah, what I focus on is music that has different parts in it. Oftentimes you find music that is very repetitive throughout the whole song. So this one is a bit like that, because you can see sometimes the, you know, this one's like the sound the waveform, I guess you could call it, is what you see here, like these, you know, these lines or this graph. But sometimes it is like fully just like one straight bar. Sometimes, like here, for example, you have like these dips, for example, which kind of show you whether the song has like different sections or not. I guess it's kind of the same as in here, where you see, if I, for example, just put in a new song. Let's see if I just put this in here, you can see, you can kind of already see what is happening here. Like there's, you know, a lot of some things going on here, and then we have some quiet sections because this one's only the base of one of the songs. And then here's probably like the main section. And I'm trying to find songs most of the time that have varying sections, so I can mix and match them to whatever I need. If the song always sounds the same, it's harder to fit it into the song, into the video, and it also, you know, just sounds more repetitive, which I try to avoid. So I like to go through the different sections, skip through them, and see if I like the feeling that I get from it and what it sounds like, of course, and if it could fit. So yeah, that's how I kind of go through the songs. So it's not like, you know, I'm gonna listen to the whole song for each song and then, you know, go to the next one. I'm just skipping through it. Let's make it a bit louder. Okay. I think this one's a bit too slow. I want to still keep up the pace because, you know, this section that I want to cover is kind of like this in between before it picks up again. So I don't want to lose the speed fully. Nope. Oh, Christmas song, maybe not. Maybe a little bit early to upload a Christmas song. And then this little section right here is, I think, what Epidemic says most people listen to or select. I don't really care about this, but I don't think I can deactivate it. Oh, of course, I should probably also determine the mood, because right now I'm just listening to everything. I want to have something that is hopeful, maybe? Let's see. These things can be a bit weird sometimes, because sometimes you're looking for something and then there's not really a good word to describe that. Mysterious could be good here. Let's look through mysterious. Huh. No, that sounds like a corporate tune. Nope, definitely not. Yeah, here you can see, like, here's like a high point in the song, which is like, you know, very energetic and, you know, just more instruments even. And then in this section here, for example, it slows down and then it, you know, plays a bit quieter, which can be good, because then you can, you have more to play with in the song. Let me listen to it with the vocals. I don't think I'm going to use the vocals for this next bit, but, you know, maybe if they are that convincing, I will use them. Nope, they're not. Yeah, this one, you can see, is quite monotonous with the background music, and you can see it goes on for quite a while. And usually what I like to see is, like, if I skip through this now, you can see the background music doesn't really change at all. If you listen to the instrumental, for example, this part here is exactly the same as this one, except maybe the little background, I don't know what you would call that changes, but like the main beat doesn't change at all. And then here goes quiet for a second and then probably just picks up again. So these are like songs that I don't really use often because they don't have really much range where you can use them in. Yeah. This one sounds a bit too ominous. Yeah, I still want to have something that is kind of driving. Oh. Maybe a bit too Western. This one's a bit too groovy. This one's a bit too goofy. This one's a bit slow again. Maybe mysterious isn't the best word to describe what I'm looking for, because all of these are quite slow and I'm still trying to kind of keep up the pace that this song has given. You know, it's kind of like keeping a good, nice pace. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. So I think I actually want to keep that up. So I'm going to switch this mysterious probably to hopeful could work. Let's go with hopeful. Or no, I want to make sure that the speed is there. I could also sort it by BPM, but I kind of want to... I usually like to not do that because some songs just sound faster even though they're slower in terms of BPM. So I just try to keep that as open as possible. What I want to use probably is Restless, or there's Running sometimes too. There it is. I think Restless is usually less fast than Running. So I'll go with this one. Ooh, look at that. This one's nice, but oh, with vocals too. So this one, I like the song, but I don't think it fits here, so I'm gonna save that in my for the future folder. So if I ever, you know, go through that again, maybe I'll find something that works. Where that works. This one a bit too speedy. Nope. Nope, too housey. Also too housey. I'm looking for something that is a bit similar to what we already have with like some guitars or whatever. Let's see. I don't think this one works that well. Doesn't sound too bad, but I don't think it works here that well. Yeah, this one definitely not. Oh, children's music, interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. As a category. Nope. Ooh. Doesn't work though. I like the song, but it might be... I think this one is actually faster than what I actually have before it. Like, yeah, this one's faster than the song that I want to... you know, than this song. So I need something that's kind of in that same speed. Nope. Nope. That's way faster. This one's not too bad. Especially without the vocals. This one's a potential song that we could use, so I'm gonna save this one in a new tab just to make sure and go through a few more. Usually I like to pick a few and then select the one that I like the most out of those. Yeah. Nope. This one's also not too bad because it kind of is kind of similar to this one. And it's not faster than that song, so I'm going to save this one too, actually. Let me listen to the vocals, maybe they convince me. Nope, they won't. Nope, way too fast. Oh, I've used this one already, so I'm gonna use it again. This one's faster again. But I might save it in my for the future list. I might go through that actually if I can't find anything more here, to find maybe some more in that one, because those are already songs that I know that I've liked, and they're, you know, I might have a better chance of finding what I'm looking for. What program do you use for editing? I use DaVinci Resolve. This might actually be a good song for afterwards, for after the explainer section is done. I'm gonna save it. Okay, on to the next one. Nope. Nope. Oh, another gun. Nope. Oh, that's way faster. Never mind. Okay, well, we've heard the speed section here. I like the music, but I saved that one already, so I don't need to save it again. Oh, it's getting faster and faster. I'm gonna save that one too. Maybe a bit too groovy for what I'm looking for, but not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna save this one. Wait, hold on. No, it's... I like this one as like an explainer section, but I think it's too fast for this. And also a very quick sudden change in terms of vibes. So I'm gonna save it, but I'm not gonna use it here. This one's also not too bad, I'm gonna save it, but not gonna use it here. Oh, maybe this one. I like this little section right here without too many instruments. This one's a bit too loud, I think, but this one's nice. Let's compare it to the song we already have. I think it could work. This section is quite short though, but I think it's still okay, because it still ramps up slowly, so it doesn't go immediately back to this. It ramps up slowly, which is actually nice, because then you can kind of build anticipation for what is, you know, about to come, which is the more energetic section. I'm going to save this one and yeah, look for some more. Welcome back, Kyorichio. Pick a chill song. I think I want to... this one is going to be a slightly chiller section, but then I'm going to go back to something more energetic. So I don't want to go too chill, because that would be a big tone shift. And I want to kind of, you know, keep the tone curve quite smoothly. Quite smooth. This one. Might be a bit too slow, actually. Hold on. Yeah, a bit too slow, maybe. This one's a bit too fast. This one is not too fast, but maybe kind of a different, you know, feeling, different vibe. Yeah, keep the vibe. So I will save it, but I will not use it here. Oh, whatever. Nope, not this one. Same. Nope. Oh, nope. Wait. No, I like the kind of guitars, kind of, but it's a bit too harsh, maybe. This one's a bit too groovy, I guess. But I will save it. Nope. Okay. Let's compare it to this song again. And I'm trying to imagine, you know, this voiceover. Oh.
Big shadows for every frame. This is one of the...
Yeah, and I'm trying to imagine that with this song. I think the style is a bit too different, but I'm gonna save it because I like it. This one's definitely not the one. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use a song without the vocals. Well, I usually like to pick the one with the vocals instead of the instrumental, just because I like to have the option to put it in when I see like an opportunity. But of course, if I put it underneath voiceover, I'm not going to use vocals. Nope. This one's pretty good. Kind of keeps the pace and sounds quite hopeful. Let's compare it again.
Anime puts less...
Yeah, it fits, I think, fairly well, so I'm gonna save this one. We already have 4, which is actually quite a lot in that short amount of time, but let's find one more. Ooh. Gonna save it, but not for this part. Nope. Nope. This one's a bit too different. But I'm gonna save it. Let's shunt this to the vocals. Yeah, why not? This one's nice, but also actually, is it different to this?
Anime puts less emphasis on physically correct.
It's a bit different, but it could work. Yeah, this bit could work. And then... Let me listen to it again.
Shadows, which 3D...
Maybe. I'll put it in. I want to have one more that I'm more confident in. Okay, that's not too bad. Maybe a bit too groovy again. Yeah, I don't think synth would work that well here. This this one's not too bad, but it may be a bit quick. Oh, this bit is good. I don't know if this is going to be too quiet. Here it picks up a bit more, but it might be a bit too late and there's not too much more time to kind of make it a bit longer. But I kind of like it. I like the song for this section. This is also not too fast, so maybe it could work. I'm gonna use this one as the last one. This one will be the last one. Wait, there you go. Okay, so let's listen to it again, and then we can see if or which one of these that we have now could work the best here.
Anime puts less emphasis on physically correct shadows, which 3D is very good at, and more emphasis on these things right here. Line art is often...
Okay. So we have this one. For like a more informative section. Okay, I like it. Next one. I think I like the first one still more, because it keeps the pace a bit better. This one. It would probably be kind of this section here, but I still prefer this first one, I think. Hold on, let's compare it again. Let's compare it to the actual
shadows, which 3D is very good at.
Okay, this one is a bit faster, I think, than this one, but I don't think it's too bad. As long as the next one after that is also picking it up a bit more than this one now. I think this one is a bit too melancholic, I guess you could call it. Is that the right word? It kind of sounds like everything already happened and this is like the end song, rather than something where you explain something, where you learn something new. Yeah, for this bit I like this section right here, maybe, you know, without the vocals. Because it also creates this nice ramp up at the end. And then, you know, picks it up a bit more. So it's either this one right now or the first one. We have two more. I think this one is a bit too...
and more emphasis.
A bit too electronic compared to, you know, the original song that we want to move on from. But I like this section, so I'm going to save this, but not use it here. Get out of here. Then this one last. So this one's also nice. Let me listen to this one.
And more emphasis on...
Okay. So I think this one could also work. Hold on, was this one the one that I... Oh, right. But I think I like this one more than this one. So it's either this one or this one. How do you make your music successful? Welcome Pineapple. I don't know. I don't make music. I just use it for my videos. I guess depends on what kind of... Yeah, I have no idea. I don't make music. I have no idea how you make a song sound good. So I couldn't tell you. But yeah. This one's the other one. I think I like this one the most. Oh. This without the vocals. And then maybe it could even be used afterwards to move on, because it picks up quite a bit here and still sounds pretty nice. So we'll see. I think I like, yeah, but I like this section probably for this next bit. So we have already found a song. So let's get to it and put it in. So this one, oh, hold on. I should have probably saved the other ones because I still like them. Yes, okay, so I saved this one already. Yeah, I did. Let me save this one. This one I'm gonna use. This one, do I want to save this one? Yeah, why not? Oops. This one. This one's kind of boring. And this one I'm going to save too. Okay. Let's get this one. Yes. Some of the music sounds like I have been put on hold. Yeah, a little bit. But that's kind of what the feeling is supposed to be for this section of the video. Because it's kind of like an in-between section where I say like, oh, but before we get into this, let's quickly cover this. Like, oh, let's give some context real quick, which is just like a short section before I get back to the main topic. And I guess that's the perfect, the perfect feeling then that it's supposed to convey. What kind of part, what kind of, I guess you can put it in pop. Yes, okay. Let's put it in here. Pop. Where's my pop folder? Do I not have one? Oh, I'm in sound effects, never mind. Here it is. Okay. Let's see how we can put this into the video. Music, perfect. And then afterwards, once this one's in, we can go back to the footage, because afterwards I'm gonna, I want to walk a little bit further with the visuals before I get back to the music, because it can be, I like switching between finding music and editing. If I do one fully and then the other, it can be a bit monotonous. So I like to, like to switch it up. And also sometimes I get like new ideas because of the footage that I use for visuals, or the other way around. For the music and then the other way around. So yeah, that's why I like to kind of keep both kind of on the same level. Pop, there you go. Oh. Quick folder. Okay. Let's put it in here. Oh. Bam. Okay. Line it up, and then let's see where we want to start with this. -10. Okay. So I think I wanted to use this section here. I don't want any. Yeah, so the the vocals are also in here, which I don't need, so I'm just gonna mute them. Let me reduce the volume a bit more. So this section I think I want to use. And maybe this could also work for afterwards when I go back to the main topic. But I want to start here somewhere. Yeah, here. Right here. Perfect. Nope. Hold on. It is right here. Yes. So this is going to be the beginning of this section. And now we need to bring this and merge it with the previous song, which shouldn't be too bad because this one's already fading out well.
On these things right here. Line art is often crucial to
Okay. Let's bring this in here. What if I just do this? Let's see what it sounds like.
Line art is often crucial to
Yeah, obviously that doesn't work, but it's fine. I think we have a little bit more to work with, so we can ease it in a bit more. This one, yeah, already has a bit more going on here, so I can slowly bring that in before it then moves and begins. Hold on, I want to match up the transition here.
Line art is often right here. Line art is.
Let me mute myself. I'm trying to find the ding when the last tone drops. Right here. And that is when the next song is supposed to start. Right here. And then we can hear it. Yes, but of course we need to adjust it a bit more. Yeah, okay, that already sounds pretty nice, but I want to adjust it a bit more. Wait, is that the melody is the vocals, right? Is it? Yes, we don't need you. I'm just going to delete it. Is any of the other things actually doing anything? No, not in this section. This section doesn't even use any other instruments than this one down here, so there's nothing more to adjust. Actually, this one. Let's see what this sounds like. I think it actually helps if I add this one too. Let's listen to a bit more of it, so we get into the feeling of it, right? And see if this works. I think that's pretty nice. Now, of course, it's still too loud, so I can just tone it down. I just started watching you, love the content. You put in so much effort and they all turn out incredible. Thank you, Spanker. Hope you have a good day. I appreciate it. Okay, this one's at... Usually I like to keep the background music at like -20 or 23, depending on what kind of music it is. If there's like a lot of instruments playing, it oftentimes sounds louder than if, you know, there are less instruments playing. So some songs you just need to make louder, some you need to make quieter. I feel like this one is going to be like a -20 here. Let's see. Yeah, see, the volume is pretty much the same now, which is nice. So this one you can see was at 23, but this one with a -20 is... I guess the 3 decibels doesn't make a huge difference, but... it pretty much sounds the same, so let's see if it works well here with the voiceover, and then we can continue here.
Line art is often crucial to...
That actually works quite well, because the vocals, I mean the voiceover also starts right when the, you know, topic changes. Listen to
here. Line art is often crucial to define...
Which is actually nice, because it immediately shows you that there's like a new section coming. Let's listen to it a bit more so we can make sure that it all works. Yeah, what I like to do now that I've created the transition is start from where the first song starts. So I just, you know, fully get into the song and really feel what it will sound like when you listen throughout the whole song. Just give me a little bit more time before so I can really get into it and yeah, feel it. Let's see. I think I'm going to actually include the vocals, voiceover too.
The way to turn this into this is with this setup right here. It is a very basic cell shading shader setup, but with this setup you can only really determine the highlight and shadow colors. So to add the leather bits of his suit, I painted a quick texture. It basically allows me to choose different colors for the white and black areas. But this technique has one flaw, which is right here on the edges. If you get close enough, you can see the pixelation of the texture. I could just make the texture much bigger, but I actually found a better way to fix this issue.
Really?
To understand what I did, we need to switch gears for a second and look at this right here. Anime puts less emphasis on physically correct shadows, which 3D is very good at, and more emphasis on these things right here. Line art is often crucial to define
I think that's
these.
nice. I think that is a nice smooth transition. Sometimes it's harder. This one was actually pretty simple. First of all, to find a song, and also to transition it in.
Structure of a character, since it's much easier to draw.
Thank you, Spanker.
Draw the contours of a nose, for example.
Let's see. I want to see if I need to adjust anything or what. It looks like it matches pretty well with the next topic too, but I want to see.
Then having to create perfect shadows for every frame. This is one of the biggest issues with trying to create a 2D style in 3D. It's hard to create a decent line art automatically, and even then it doesn't look that great. Something I did in my Berserk project was to add line art as textures, but this only really works well from a certain distance. If you're too close to the character, the lines are way too thick, and if you're too far away, they almost disappear. I needed a technique that allows me to manually create these lines while also changing thickness depending on the distance.
Okay. And then it goes.
And these individual lines of.
Okay. I want to see if I can match this because it works quite well here. How it transitions to this more sped up version.
And
Dylan, this could be the moment where I continue. Hold on.
And these individual lines. And these individual.
Yeah, that's a bit too early.
And these individual lines of geometry are the solution. The way to add line art to your 3D characters is
Okay.
solution. The way to add line art.
And now I just need to make sure to kind of somehow fill this gap that we have now here.
Line art is often crucial to define the structure of a character, since it's much easier to draw the contours of a nose, for example.
Thank you, Scar. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good day. Glad you liked it. Let's see if we can space it out a bit more to create, or if we can find a gap where we can just create like an impression shot, or like an impression moment where there's nothing happening, but it just to kind of transition and, you know, keep that gap. Because right now, just like
thickness depending on the distance. And these individual lines of changing thickness depending on the distance. And these individual lines of.
I don't know if that sounds like great. I think I want to, let's see if we can find some better way to add that gap or just fill it. Let's see.
Line art is often crucial to define the structure of a character, since it's much easier to draw the contours of a nose, for example, than having to create perfect shadows for every frame.
Wait, I want to listen to it again because I want to actually listen to what I'm saying.
Line art is often crucial to define the structure of a character, since it's much.
Oh, what if we just added at the beginning? Let's see what that sounds like.
And more emphasis on these things right here. Line art is often crucial to define the structure of a character, since it's.
I think it's, since I already introduced what I'm talking about here.
On these.
I probably want to, on these, I want to show what I'm talking about. And then having this
right
long
here.
break might be a bit too long. So I think I want to move this forward.
This on these things right here. Line art is often
It also works well with the song, so I'm probably going to keep that.
crucial to define the structure of a character, since it's much easier to draw the contours of a nose, for example.
And then this, of course, needs to be here.
Than having to create perfect shadows for every frame.
Okay.
This is one of the biggest issues with trying to create a 2D style in 3D. It's hard to create a decent line art automatically, and even then it doesn't look that great.
I think
Something I did in my Berserk project was to add line art as textures. But this only really works well from a certain distance. If you're too close to the character,
yeah, I think keep this here
if you're
too.
too close to the character, the lines are way too thick.
I'm just trying to see if there's any gap that I can take here, or if all of these kind of lead into the other.
And if you're too far away, they almost disappear. I needed a technique that allows me to manually create these lines while also...
Okay, I feel like this could work. Just keeping this here, hold on. It's kind of like this thinking pause. Let's play it.
But this only really works well from a certain distance. If you're too close to the character, the lines are way too thick. And if you're too far away, they almost disappear.
Thinking.
I needed a technique that allows me to manually create these lines while also changing thickness depending on the distance.
Aha, and then all of a sudden the sound picks up again, the music picks up because, you know, I'm getting an idea, and then...
And these individual lines of geometry are the solution.
I think that works, because it's like, okay, I have this problem, I'm thinking about it, and then, you know, just like a short second of thinking, and then I need this. And this is how I do it. I think that works quite well, actually. Let's listen to it again, just one more time.
We need to switch gears for a second and look at this right here. Anime puts less emphasis on physically correct shadows, which 3D is very good at, and more emphasis on these things right here. Line art is often crucial to define the structure of a character, since it's much easier to draw the contours of a nose, for example, than having to create perfect shadows for every frame. This is one of the biggest issues with trying to create a 2D style in 3D. It's hard to create a decent line art automatically, and even then it doesn't look that great. Something I did in my Berserk project was to add line art as textures, but this only really works well from a certain distance. If you're too close to the character, the lines are way too thick, and if you're too far away, they almost disappear. I needed a technique that allows me to manually create these lines while also changing thickness depending on the distance. And these individual lines...
Yeah, I think that works well. I think that's nice. I think that is nice, because then I can add maybe just like a few more frames here. Or like one more frame, just to kind of give another, you know, show another example of what I'm talking about. I think that can work well. I think so. Nice. We found the perfect song. It actually reminded me of one time I created I needed a, what do you call it? A compilation. I wanted to have like a stream intro. And it was kind of supposed to be like a compilation of, you know, like 3D things that I've created. This one's the second one of those, this one right here, which is you know, just like a showing of some of the things that I've made on stream. This is actually like from a series where I created a piece, like a render every day, where I was streaming every day basically. And those are just some of the shots. And I kind of wanted to have something like that, or this is the second version. The first version, I created the animation first because I had some cool ideas. And then I looked for the music afterwards. And for some reason, the music actually matched perfectly with the animation. So like there were some beats where like, oh, the camera changes, and then all of a sudden the beat changes too. And all that fit perfectly together to create that compilation. And I just put the music in without changing anything. I was like, oh my god, this fits perfectly. And yeah, it kind of feels like that right here as well. It's like fits really, really well. Okay. The music is here, so it's time to get back to the visuals. Welcome back, Kyochiro. Hope you have a good day. I don't know why I always say that. Hope you still have a good day after cooking. Okay, so I adjusted these things a bit. The stuff that I did in the beginning. This one not so much because, you know, it's already rendered, so I don't want to change it too much. But I changed the text how I want to use it, because yesterday we talked about I want to make this section a bit playful in terms of the captions that I want to use. So I actually did a bit more of that, and I you know, just added some, you know, added the text a bit more in some unusual parts, like in some unusual ways, like right here on each node, or then here for this bit when it comes up, zooms in and again goes along his arm, and then like this. I don't know, I need to rewatch again and see if it might be a bit too hectic, all of this. I need to rewatch that again, but I'm going to do that at some point, not right now. And then it goes back to this where I don't really have any text, because this bit is more about, you know, getting an idea of what I'm doing, of, you know, showing what I'm doing. And then this here too, like having this little stacking of words, which are all like aligned on both sides. And then I recorded this real quick, which was, you know, pretty simple. Quick transition from one, just matching the cut and then going in. Kept matching it again. And then I thought about putting in some words here that follow the texture, because it kind of, you know, moves down. But that was actually weird. It looked weird because when this text moves down slowly, I think I still have it here. Do I? Yeah, I do. It looks like it's jittering a bit, and that kind of looked weird. So I actually decided to not include this. Hold on, let me show you. Yeah, it looked kind of weird. It's just because your eye always has to not only follow but then jump to the next bit. If it would just be static, I think it would work better. But because it's moving,
you can see the pixelation of
it always feels unfocused. At least when I see it.
You can see the pixelation of the texture.
So I actually decided to remove this one. I might put it in again if I rewatch this, but right now I don't want to use it. Because that might also, because right now what I want to show here is that there's like pixelation here. If I add the text, the full focus will be on that text. And once the text is fully there, it's already on to the next shot. So I think here I just want to kind of fully focus on this jagged edge right here. And then here I just made a little text block like this. And now we are here. You do have a good day tomorrow because your dad is going home, coming home, or going somewhere else and he's home right now. If the first one, then nice. I bet you're looking forward to it. Sounds like it. Okay. What's the next section, dude?
To understand what I did, we need to switch gears for a second and look at this right here. Anime puts less...
Okay. I feel like I want to have a rendered shot here. And tease what is about to happen here.
And look at this right here. Anime puts... Anime...
Right here. So here I know what I want to add here. Just some like... anime shots that show, you know, people using contours more than actual shadows to create the shape of an object. So this is already kind of defined, but let's actually write that here down. Anime shots of showcasing, showcasing, what is it? Showcasing, oh, contours instead of lines. Okay, so this is already done. Now I need to fill this. And here I kind of want to probably use something like a rendered shot that I've used before. But the problem is, since it's a cycles rendered shot, it will take a bit more resources from my PC, and I don't know if that's doable on stream, since it might crash my stream. But what I basically want to do is have like probably like a zoom in shot into like a screen that already shows what I then want to start talking about here. Well, there's like text or whatever. So this section, I'm just going to write it down because I unfortunately probably can't do it live. I don't want to dare and then have to restart again. So I will just write what I'm looking for here, and then I'm going to do that offline. Zoom in on TV, showing some Anime shots. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately I can't do that all here because yeah, it's just too risky. But we can go to this bit now. Okay. Before we do that, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. I'll be back in a few in a bit. Hold on. Coming home, nice. You live in the Philippines. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be back in a sec. Let me put on some music. And then, hold on, I need something real quick. You know what I'm gonna do? What is this? Ah, I already have this. Perfect. Let's make it a bit smaller. Okay, might not be the best. Doesn't... Hold on, I need to optimize this. Welcome, Stellar. I'll be back in a sec. Hold on. I need to optimize this thing real quick. It doesn't have a shadow. Oh. No, damn it. Okay, well, should be readable. There you go. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, let's get this going. So, the music is here. Now it is time for the visuals once again. I was actually surprised how quickly we found a song that works, and actually works really, really well. Sometimes it takes me sometimes it takes me hours to find something that I like. Sometimes, you know, like right now it took, I don't know, 20 minutes, which is pretty good. Should be hired as an anime editor. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay, yeah. Let's go. Okay. We need anime scenes. I think I can just use the ones that I already have. Let's go through them. Also, hold on, can I think you can probably hear my Discord, right? So to make sure that you don't think it's yours. Let me change this real quick. I always thought that there's a... Oh, there it is. Aha, perfect, okay. Yes. So now it should be hidden. Hold on. Oh yeah, it is. Perfect. Okay. Let's see what footage I already have, or if we need new footage to use here. This one, I don't even know what this is. Oh, One Punch Man footage, which could work because I'm kind of want to imitate it here, but it's kind of a quick edit, so it might not work well here. But I have a different one, Promare, and no, not this one. Where is it? There it is. This one could work better. So I'm trying to find probably like a nose shot, like a front face shot or something like that to kind of show off how anime likes to use contours instead of shadows. This one, I mean, there's just like a line right there. Let's see if we can find something different. Yeah, this one could work really well. See how there's no shadow in his face? There's almost no shadow at all, except for his hand and then his arm and stuff. But you see how much like they work with contours instead of shadows. So this one is a good one. I'm gonna keep this one. We could even transition it in by him coming in, but we'll see about that. So this one's nice. Okay, quite a long section, perfect. The longer the better. This one, maybe. It's also not too bad, so I'm gonna save it. I feel like they use a lot of contours instead of shadows. There's also probably one reason how they create this very colorful style. By keeping the colors very blocky and very big and with very, very few color changes. See, not even the mech has many shadows, just like some right there, but not really that many. Then of course all the effects as well are just one color with like a slight gradient to them. Yeah, this one's also good. Look at his face. No shadow. He's like the no shadow dude. His face is just flat. And she also doesn't have any, which is nice. Maybe I should also use multiple different anime just because I'm talking about like, oh, how anime uses contours instead of shadows more. And if I just show one, that might not be as convincing, so I probably want to use multiple shots of multiple anime. So let's see if this one, I think, you know, One Punch Man is a bit more realistic. You can see they use shadows more, but this one is still a good shot because you can see the nose line drawn. But I want to see if I can find one that is a bit more, what would you call it, more obvious in what I mean. Where they use, you know, line art instead of shadows. This one is a good one. Actually, no, it's not. It's a bit too fast. Here, of course, maybe a bit too epileptic. Epilepsy inducing. Okay. This one's a nice one because there's, you know, no shadows. And then him, no, he actually has quite a lot of shadows. But you can also see, no, I like this one more. So I'm going to use this one. And maybe there's one more shot in here that I could use. Maybe not this one. Of course, him, he's very round, so maybe he could work too. Yeah, this one. This one's like the perfect example. There is no shadow in his face. And that is often how people, for like VTubers, and I've seen, you know, create their characters. It's just to hide or like to remove all shadow, or just have static shadows in their faces. Just that makes it much easier to make it look good, because faces have a lot of deformation, and deformation is always the worst, like the worst issue when it comes to creating nice shadows for 2D looking 3D models. So, you know, having no shadows removes that issue. Yeah, I think I like this one. I want to see if I can find one more. I think I need a different what would you call it? A different anime. Maybe, oops, hello. Let's see for Jujutsu Kaisen. Clip. This one looks good. Hold on. Oops. I don't think I can play the sound. Yeah, this one's good. I like it. Hold on. Copy it, and then I can download it. And then I think three clips is enough. 3 different anime. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Okay. External, yes. We need this one. Wait, I only need one more. This one. Okay. Not this one. I had a different one that I liked. Not this one. Right after. This one right here. I like this one. And then the one right after. Maybe I can use this as a transition. We'll see. Yep, and then this one. But this one's kind of short, but maybe I can use it. We'll see. Oops. Right here. Yeah. Right here. Bam. We found it. We got them. We got them all. Perfect. That should be enough. Okay. Let's see how we can put them in here. Something that I always try to be careful with is showing actual anime scenes, because of course some studios like to like to copyright strike, even though you might use it in a what would you call it, in a fair way. So you change the footage enough so that it's like original content, even though it has like the clip in it, and you can, you know, say, look, nope, that is, I used that in the correct way. But of course, you know, if you, you know, it's better if you just don't have to deal with it at all. So I'm always careful like how I use these clips. And what I like to do sometimes or often is to just put these in like a 3D scene, into like a TV 3D scene, and then render that out as the clip, right? But of course I can't do that right now. So maybe if I, you know, think I want to do that here, I might do that offline, just to really make sure that, first of all, YouTube's copyright system doesn't flag it, and then also that, you know, it's, you know, doesn't pop up on any other people's radar as easily, I guess. Also, usually if you just have like a few seconds of clips, it's not too bad. If you know, just upload full episodes, of course, but you only flip them, for example, then it's a bit different, of course, but usually if you just have like 2 seconds or whatever of a song, it's not too bad. So here, for example, this bit right here is like 4 seconds long or so, which of course, you know, it's much easier to justify because it doesn't. So the main reason or the main justification you're always trying to aim for if you want to use these clips is that how you use them doesn't replace the original. So if somebody watches your video, you know, if your video gives the watcher, the viewer, a reason not to watch the original, not to watch the original video afterwards, then that is, you know, that's bad. So you know, the justification or at least I'm trying to aim for is always that my inclusion of these clips never justifies anyone not, you know, what is this? I don't need any vocals right now. Doesn't justify anyone not watching the actual anime. It doesn't really replace anything, it just includes a little clip, which of course doesn't give you any context or whatever. Oops. Yeah, so let's see what I want to use first. Oh, maybe I should include the voiceover
here. Anime puts less emphasis on physically correct shadows.
Okay, so I probably want to do like a next to switch cut, I guess I'm gonna call it, or
shadows, which 3D is very good at.
Yeah, so I'm gonna here probably compare like, oh, this is what anime does, and this is what 3D likes to do, and then this is what anime does, and this is what 3D likes to do. So I'm gonna switch from one to the other. So this bit,
anime.
Let's see. I think I want to start with this because it's like the most obvious version of what I want to show here, which is like, oh, anime likes to use contours more than shadows.
Anime puts less emphasis on physically correct shadows, which
maybe even 2 clips.
Anime puts less emphasis on
like maybe this, and then let me listen. What do I even need more clips or not?
And more emphasis on these things right here.
Yes, so this is probably where I want to use the primary clip, this one, with the dude just calling someone. These things right here. Let me get this one.
This on more emphasis.
So this is probably where I want to put it, and then
more emphasis on
I can zoom in right here. Earning 50 to 150 a month is very realistic with YouTube, not so realistic as an anime editor. I feel like, well, I think I could see the reasoning. It is I think realistic it depends on like it's probably, well, yeah, it's probably the ceiling, I would say, is probably higher for YouTube. Of course, you also first need to be, you know, become successful with YouTube to earn anything, which might be less or might be harder than becoming an animator. But of course, then you're also your own boss, I guess, and you have more ways and more agency with, you know, what you put out and how you make your money, which of course, at least I, you know, would say is better than being an animator.
Emphasis on physically correct shadows, which 3D.
Wait, hold on. Which
physically
one?
correct shadows, which.
Okay. Oh, I wanted to add one more clip in here. I think I want to use this one. This one, because this one's very similar to this one here. Oops. So yeah, once again, I try to match what you're looking at. So if you're already looking at his face right here, and then I switch.
Physically correct.
You don't have to switch where you're looking at, because the focus is still in the same spot.
On physically correct shadows, which 3D physically correct shadows, which.
And then I can switch here to the 3D section. And then...
which 3D is very good at, and more emphasis on these things right.
Yes, and then I want to zoom in right here. Oops. Right here I want to zoom in, which shouldn't be too bad. There you go. Bam. These things. Which things? These things. Look at them. The contours.
These things right here.
Perfect.
On these things right here. On these things right here. Line on these things right here. Line
Yes, perfect.
art is often crucial to
Okay, I need a few more clips because I'm talking more about line art. So if you watch this and I just zoom into his face, it could be anything. It could be the glasses, could be the beard, could be his non-existent lips. But of course I'm talking about the contours, so I need a few more clips showing off contours to really hone in what I'm talking about. This one, I guess I could put in here. Let's see.
Line art is often crucial to define the structure.
Okay.
Define the structure of a character, since it's much easier to draw the contours of a nose.
Okay, I think I'm gonna use this one. Wait. Okay, well, he doesn't really have a nose drawn. They don't really have a nose drawn. But, wait, does he have a nose drawn? He does.
Often crucial to define these.
Okay, I'm gonna use this one here, and then this one here.
Line art is often crucial to define.
I could even use his face as a transition. Maybe I could match the two, so that this one, and then I could move to this one. What if I, hold on, what if I flip this? Can I match this? I bet I can. And then I can zoom out and show the whole shot. I'm gonna try that in a sec.
Line art is often crucial to define the structure.
Yes.
And the structure of a character, since it's much easier to draw the contours of a nose, for example, than having to create perfect shadow.
And then here, I'm probably gonna switch to 3D again, just to kind of show the comparison.
To create perfect shadows for every frame. This is one of the biggest issues with trying to.
Okay, I want to first see if I can create this match cut where it switches from one to the other. Let's see. Bam. It might be very blurry, but that's fine. Adjustment clip. No, I just need to do it here. Okay. I need to zoom. Actually, no, it's all. I can do the transition, the transformation, and then I can adjust and animate it. Let's see how close we can get. And here you can also once again see why creating a good looking or authentic looking 3D anime is so hard, because even like if you match these together, you can see they always have like a variation in their looks. See how the glasses are like differently angled here, or the nose is drawn just slightly bit different. Of course, if you're creating it in 3D, you're not going to change the 3D model every time or create a new one for every shot. So you will always have like this uniformity, which can also be too uniform in the final result, and can also create like this, like this uncanny feeling or uncanny look. Oh wait, his face is way too big. No, it's not. He has a huge chin in the second one. Look at this. I can't even match it. Actually, maybe. Like this, I guess. No, he doesn't fit. I'm gonna match it. Let's see. I guess I'm just gonna match that. Let's see what it looks like if we switch between the two. He actually has no features in here, but that's fine.
Line art.
I think I like it still. So if I keep that here,
line art is
and
line
then
art.
right here, I'm gonna zoom back out. Yeah. Bam, bam. Yeah, and then another issue is, I guess which you already do in games, is when you're of course drawing a character that is further away, you can add less details, and if you have a character that is very close to you, you're gonna draw more details. But if you only have one version of your character, then of course you will have all that detail no matter if you're closer or far away, which can also kind of break that illusion of it being drawn, because you know it just looks unnaturally detailed, even though it's very far away. This one, and then here. Wait, where's the clip? Oh, one. There you go. Yeah, I think that works. Let's see.
Right here. Line art is often crucial.
Yeah, I think that's good. Let's see. I might be able to match that just a tiny bit better with a good old transition. Hold on. Okay. I need to grab this, freeze it, put it here. Okay. Let's see if this works. There's a smooth cut transition, which tries to reshape the two, things you want to transition, the two clips, to create like a smooth transition. Sometimes it can work really, really well. Sometimes it just doesn't work at all. Let's see how this is gonna work. Wait, what did I do? I wanted to, do this and then join them and then cut them. Okay, let's see. So if we put a smooth cut in here, what does it look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hold on. Wait, what? Okay, I need to adjust something here. Oh. For some reason the transformation didn't stay there. Weird, okay. But that's fine. I guess I'll just copy this multiple times. There you go. That should work. Okay.
Line art is...
But it doesn't really make a huge difference, so we don't need it. It looks better without the smooth cut. Often, if it doesn't work, it usually just looks like a weird, wobbly, like mess. And I think that's kind of the case here.
Line art.
Sometimes it can work well, but not in this case.
Line art.
But you can also see here, like how his chin is way shorter or way smaller than here when he's drawn more detailed. So there's always like these small proportion changes that are hard to really add in your 3D model, which, yeah, just make it harder to really capture that like imperfectness. You can add those, of course, with like shape keys and stuff, but it just, adds more and more extra work. But of course, if you want to really capture this 3D essence, then you kind of have to do that anyway. Welcome back, Zach. Hope you have a good morning.
Line art is often crucial to define the structure of a character, since it's much easier to draw the contours of a nose, for example, than having...
Okay. I don't think I want to... Let's see.
Line art is often crucial to define the structure of a character.
I think I want to add some like fun little transitions or like movements here. This can be a bit bigger just to remove the bars.
Less emphasis on physically correct shadows.
And this one has like this kind of wind thing here. So maybe we can use that as a transition point. Hold on. Maybe I have some sort of wind that I can use here. I have like a flame transition, which of course doesn't work as well, but maybe I can recolor it to make it work as a transition as well. So if we go in here, oops, it is an animated. No, it's not. It's in fire. Maybe particles could work? No. This one definitely not. This one is the one that I'm talking about. Hold on, let me make it smaller. But of course it's fire. But maybe if I make it just like lightish blue, it could work as a transition for this. Let's see. Do I already have it in here? Maybe. I do. Ah, I see it. Okay, let's see if it works like that. Otherwise, maybe I can find a clip that I can use online. So this one, probably I want to, not this one. Is there a better one? This one, probably. Okay, so this is what I want to use. Let me put on a solid color underneath so I can see. What I want to do first, of course, is cut it out. So the background is gone. Shouldn't take too long. Chroma key, perfect. I want to select this, perfect. Oh, that works well, perfect. But I kind of want to remove, because it darkens everything around the light. So I probably actually want to remove all of this. Wait, this. There you go. Oops. Oh. Okay, yes. Have only this, and then I can... Do I want to even do that? I'm thinking whether... I probably don't want to add a glow, because it's not supposed to be fire. It's supposed to be sort of like a wind. So, let's see if this works. If we just bring this over... Quick hue change. And then gray it out. It's not too bad. I guess I need to see it in action. It also removes a tiny bit too much. There you go. Okay. Is that everything? I think so. Let's see if it works. Okay. Doesn't really look 100% like wind, but you never know. Maybe it just works wonders. We'll see. Right here somewhere. There it is. Put that in here. And change the direction. Okay. What if I blur it a bit? Maybe that can help make it look like wind. So what if I add a quick... There's like a motion blur thing. Motion blur. Which I think looks at the previous and like the frames before and after and kind of tries to create a motion blur from that. Oh, look at that. Hold on. That's not too bad. I still don't fully like the harsh edges though. But this doesn't look too bad. So maybe if I also add a blur before this, yeah, here. Can I only affect? No, I can't. I could. No, I can't. Just do this maybe. Like that. Maybe this can work. I don't know what this sharp, whether like these sharp edges. Advanced controls, let's see. Okay, both directions probably better. Yeah, let's see. That is actually pretty good. Look at this. It has this weird dark ending though, which is not that great. And it might also be a bit too... See, if you compare it to the original, it's a bit grayish, not as blue, not as bright. So let's change that a bit. Make it a bit more saturated and a bit more bluish, which I think it already is. A bit more actually, more cyan. Okay. Kind of getting there. What about a good old glow? Let's see what that looks like. Glow. Aha! Hold on. Kind of like this, maybe. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. So the only thing that I don't like is the edges. But maybe I can adjust it here. So what if can I go into the matte and blur it a bit? Okay, that helps. And then I also want to, maybe I just want to remove the end bits because they kind of break the look a bit. Even though they don't look that dark. But I'm just going to remove them to make my life a bit easier. Yeah, see, only really the end trailing bits right here look very dark. So I'm just going to remove them and then that should be fine. I'm just going to do this. Actually, I'm going to include the little ending pieces here too. The tails, the wind tails. And that should create something better. You know, sometimes it's not about finding the best footage, it's about creating the best footage out of something you already have. There you go. Oh, maybe not this. Okay. So that looks much better. Now I just need to mask this, animate this mask. Oops. Yesterday we had a storm rushing over our house. But it wasn't too bad. I think it barely missed us. So it actually wasn't too devastating. The biggest problem for us is that we live in a multi-family house and like a multi-family apartment, whatever. And the people above us, well, the person above us has a balcony, and when it rains a lot, it of course pours down onto our garden or whatever. And when there's like a lot of water, it's raining a lot, like a huge storm, it also pulls up on his balcony, and then it at some point reaches this tipping point where somehow it goes like through cracks or whatever into the walls of the house, and then reaches below to us, and then drips through the ceiling into our house, into our apartment, whatever. And today we had somebody come and look at it, like the people that like the rental company or whatever you want to call it, that own the apartments. And they looked at it because we actually called them multiple times, say like, hey, this happens. They're like, yeah, we'll look at it at some point. We'll send someone. And now finally somebody has finally arrived and looked at it. And these people looked like some people that actually cared. Before they sent people like just like workers, I guess I'll call them, which, you know, would fix the thing, but they all, you know, didn't seem like they cared too much. But these two people that came today actually, you know, at least made the impression that they cared about the house and wanted to see it, you know, not fall apart. And actually kind of, you know, they made an initiative to actually go to the other people above us and look at it and see if what you could do there, and make theories about how